Good morning, Wall Street winners. It is Thursday, April the 11th, and we are at 8:35 Eastern Time. The U.S. Producer Price Index, or PPI, has just come out, lower than expected at 0.2% versus estimates at 0.3%. And that has resulted in the futures markets going from into or in the red to coming back slowly into, in some cases, into the green. Not reflected here yet in the charts, but we're seeing it on the Bloomberg television channel. So what we do expect, or what I am expecting as we go into the day today, is we are likely to see a bit of an uptick in stocks across the board. So what we were seeing about 20 minutes ago, or really even 6 minutes ago, before 8:30 in the announcement of the producer price index increase, were most of these stocks in the red. And now what we're seeing is a number of these have turned green, and we're looking at positive pre-market. Obviously, we still have a little less than an hour until the markets open, but green is always better than red when it comes to making some profits, unless you're shorting or buying puts. So, what is down today at this time is crude. So crude is it was up and then it dropped down. It's slowly recovering. It's down 27 cents, so just under $86 a barrel for May 24th crude oil futures. But I think we should see some positive rebound in oil stocks today because they have been off for the last couple of days. We're also really waiting here on what's going to happen in Israel with Iran and Hezbollah and that whole situation over there in Gaza. And we'll call it the greater Middle East, because they are expecting Iran to retaliate, or a faction within Iran to retaliate based on what Israel has done at this point. So if that happens and there is some type of event that obviously is negative, hopefully it does not cause death, but it likely will. It will likely mean that oil prices and futures will increase, and that will bode well for oil stocks. So if you're betting on something happening over there or feeling like it will, then today could be a good day to get into oil stocks and hold those until that event occurs, because we should see a pop. And that pop should hold for a little while because of the uncertainty that's created over there. The other ones that I think are worth a look today, we saw a good comeback yesterday on Palo Alto. It was a few days in the making. I thought this would happen earlier, but it happened yesterday. So if we look at the 5-day, Tuesday, we saw a run up on Tuesday from the 260 range up into the high 270s. We're now in the low 280s. It looks like this has more room to move, probably back up into the high 280s, maybe low 290s. May not all happen today, but I think that Palo Alto PanW is a pretty good stock to look at right now if you're looking for a $10 to $15 gain in that stock over a very short period of time. We are also coming into earnings seasons for financials, which I'll get to in a minute, but others that are moving up positively, some expected, others not. I think Workday right now, which has taken a bit of a hit over the recent month, if we look at the 1 month chart, definitely down in the month, only up 1% in the past month. I think there's a lot of opportunity for runway there, especially as it comes into its earnings period at the end of May. So you could still hold off on that based on where we are to when they're going to announce. We see some movement positively in Meta. Meta made an announcement yesterday that they are going to be building their own AI chips so that they'll be less dependent on NVIDIA. I thought that would have had more of a negative impact on NVIDIA, but I think that it's not a near-term issue. It's probably still a ways out before that actually occurs. Alibaba's started to come back, so it's been down in the $70 range, and it's now getting close to 75, if not going to cross the $75 mark. So that's a pretty nice percentage gain in the last, well, let's say if we look at the last month, it hasn't even been a month since it was down there. So it was down in the 70s on March 26th, as well as down 72 on April 8th. So within just 3 days, we're up to $75, maybe $76 today, depending on how things go. NVIDIA's pulled back, obviously, but it is set to recover. So I think we're going to start to see that as we get into earnings season starting tomorrow, we should see some positive changes in this. Raymond James just came out with a research report indicating that they believe this is an $1,100 stock target. And that they do believe that management is strong and that their Q2 earnings should be on target or better than expected. Google dropped down a little yesterday, set to recover again today by the looks of it. Adobe, a slight increase, but it has been falling. And then we get into financials. I love SoFi still. I bought it yesterday on the pullback, and I think that it's going to be in the $8 to $9 as it announces results. And those earnings are coming up on April 29th, so the end of this month. We also saw a pullback yesterday in JP Morgan, which announces tomorrow, as well as M&T Bank, both stocks that I bought into yesterday and added to the portfolio, as well as Morgan Stanley, which pulled back fairly significantly there, $2 and call it 50 cents round numbers. I think all of these, as they announce in the next couple of days into next week, will have some positive earnings and have some positive movement forward. We're also seeing this morning that the ECB, so the European Fed, is going to be talking. Christine Lagarde is going to be talking this morning about what they're doing in Europe with interest rates. Highly anticipated that they are going to leave them alone, and that should have it shouldn't have negative effects on the market. I'm not sure if you hold European stocks. I don't hold European stocks. I'm not going to comment on the positive or negatives there, but I think it has little to no impact on the North American market if they keep rates where they are right now. So that's where we are going into the day. Good luck with your trades today. And if you like these videos, subscribe to the channel and let your friends know and throw a like on the video.